Ora então boas, salsa, e quem falou Rexman e seriamente mais um episódio de LA Noire. Bora ver a cutscene primeiro, antes de falar o que aconteceu no último episódio. E ali apareceu 6 meses depois. Ok, o que é que vai acontecer aqui? Vamos ver o que é que vai acontecer. Ok, tem aqui um gajo. Está alguém a chorar. Uma mulher. Eia, que filha da puta! Puta, já mataste, caralho!
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this
Estão lá
over
para o
before
primeiro
lunch.
caso.
Clyde Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old
Ok,
school, will be
talvez
taking
estamos na
over
brigada
this
de
week.
homicídios e
Your first case is the murder of a
temos ali
woman
nosso
found last
parceiro,
night and
Rusty
bearing all
Galloway.
the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Já está contente, Phelps. Ok. Bora lá aqui no primeiro caso. Bom, no último episódio a gente
Do you have the address?
Been all over KGPL.
prendemos o Mark Bishop por ele ter tentado matar a June Ballard
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the newspaper.
por ele tentado matar a June Ballard e a Jéssica e por também ter violado a Jéssica. Pá, a gente teve que o safar dos gajos do McAfee, porque senão, né, os gajos não pagam no céu. E a Phelps ajudou totalmente para os gajos não matar.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the deck.
Bom, vamos agora
Where does
concentrar-nos
that leave
aqui
you,
neste
Galloway?
caso, vamos à cena do crime.
Leaves me saddled
Vou
with a
ter
chump like you,
um gajo que
Phelps.
espancou a mulher
I
até
didn't
morrer.
ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This would be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so
Ok,
many
ninguém
women
vai se
this year?
suicidar, pai, não?
Because of the war.
Pronto.
You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said,
Já agora,
most
desculpa
of
lá
the
no último
time it
episódio,
is.
mas como eu já tinha dito no último episódio, aquele tem um tempo de gravar, aquele demora até 1 hora e como o caso era longo, tive que fazer um bocado à pressa. Vá, bora lá, mas este aqui eu vou com mais calma.
Crime scene is just up a dirt road, detective.
Não se preocupe que eu neste caso eu faço isto com muito mais calma. Vá, vamos tentar descobrir quem é que limpa o ser. Nós na cutscene não conseguimos descobrir quem é, porque o gajo estava muito coisa.
How about a scoop for the
Estava sem
Examiner, Galloway? You could use some
chapéu,
good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're
Puta,
used
este
to it,
gajo não estou
Phelps.
irritado, velho.
Moving along,
Este aqui-
guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Pena isso aí. Tanto sangue, pegadas. Ei, uma gaja. Ei. Ainda por cima está nu, aquele
Patrolman,
muito
Mr. B?
fixado.
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the morgue.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so somebody in the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Pegadas.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men size 8s. Tinker lifted impressions for me to compare back to the lab.
O gajo que fez isto calça 8. Que na América 41, se não me engano.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked. The cuts look...
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Acho que a causa da
Could
morte
be
é
anything from a
evidente.
baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more
Ai,
details after the
a
autopsy.
cabeça toda, velho.
Interesting. What about this wound on the finger?
Ok, roubou-lhe
Something
o anel.
removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Fuck PT. O que é que quer dizer
What does
isso?
the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be
Ok.
something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll
Ok,
confirm with
ele
you
está a
later.
dizer que morreu à meia-noite. Já temos a prova. Foda-se, apanha, velho. Estou a ver.
Looks like some kind
Estou
of
aqui a tentar
puzzle or
apanhar
parlor
a
game.
coisa. Ok, ali em cima já está bom. Ok. Talas, ok. The Banda
Bamba
Club.
Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Espera, a gente já viu. Pois, para que eu entender.
The victim's bag?
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Espera, isto é novo.
Can we get to the bomba? Man could die of thirst on a case like
Bora,
this.
tá.
We're ready. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Sorry!
Oh, não, man. Oh, desculpa. O atropelei, velho. Ei. Aí, se atropelar-me parceiro, com flagrante, já sei o que é que vou fazer. Posso ser corrupto, Zé. Posso agora é corrupto. Ok, agora é de sério, bora lá. Vamos resolver este caso, descobrir quem é que matou esta mulher.
Jesus, Phelps!
Olha, desculpa lá.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got next.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. There's some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures he'll rip. Hey, come on!
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces.
Ok, tem que fazer com muito cuidado.
Another town, another country, who knows? So Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You would have found him.
Bora, é uma clube. Ora, se estás bem, mano. É que o atropelei-te, desculpa-me.
Gentlemen, what can I get you? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Oh, vai-te a foder, ó, filha da puta.
Sam is
Vais
taking
ainda
me to
vir comigo, não? Vai estar ali a ver umas bebidas.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
Ok, ela chama-se Celine, aparentemente.
Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Nada, temos aqui 3 presentinhos para lhe fazer.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
O que é que eu digo? Digo que é verdade, digo que é dúvida, mentira não é, porque Não temos provas sequer. Puto, isto aqui não serve para nada. Estou acusado de nada. Pá, vou dizer que é verdade.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Ó,
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
vai-nos dar uma boa ajuda até. Ok, o relógio. Não. O anel que foi roubado à vítima.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Ok, eu acho que ele aqui não está a dizer a verdade. Porque ele está nervoso e antes. No primeiro intento desculpei e tive sorte, mas aqui não vou desculpar, vou meter bad cop.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
Ele comprou-lhe um relógio.
Carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Ele comprou-lhe um anel. Então, peraí, ele gostava dela.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Ok, it's not my opinion. Estás mais nervoso que o normal, olha, aposto lá, desculpa por dúvida.
So if it wasn't Jacob,
okay.
then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Ah.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Ok, bora ali descobrir aquela merda.
Let's get out
Sam
of
is
here.
taking me to Palm Springs for the week.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Espera, quero usar. Ok, já percebi que
Operator, give me
o homem
dispatch.
gostava dela. Mas o que é que ela não se principal suspeito? Porque o gajo teve. Porque se o crime ocorreu à meia-noite, ele está a dizer que ele ligou à 9h30. Que ele ligou à 9h30, não atendeu. Ele tem tempo suficiente para levar.
I need a registered owner on a license plate 2boy8899.
Yes, detective.
Caso,
I'll need to contact the DMV.
caso está
Shall I
quase
relay
resolvido,
the details via
basicamente.
KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
Mas precisamos de mais provas. Bora lá. É lá até. Abre as duas portas. Só para parecer bonito. Então vamos para lá. Vamos à casa da Celine Henry.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Bet he's sure to be alive. The Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Any central unit, car 16L reports a possible drunk crime at 8 church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Bora ligar assim antes só para avisar que a gente vai ir a casa.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Vidro preto partido. Então, supostamente pela lógica,
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
ok. Como eu estava a dizer, supostamente o Jacob raptou-a às 11h30 e depois chegou lá à meia-noite, limpou-lhe a cedo.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
Imagina cedo para o prender por isso.
Broken window in a $30 suit. You got another thing coming, Buster.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. But Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Relógio. Tá, o relógio não, o anel.
The rest of the stuff is junk.
Eu e o
I explained the
relógio.
missing ring.
Ok, então o gajo roubou-lhe o relógio. Por quê?
A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
Seems irrelevant.
por perguntar à comunidade. Estás a brincar? Tudo por causa da puta de uma revista. Isto é tudo a descobrir a história do jogo, mas torna-se muito chato ler. Espera, está ali uma cena azul no minimapa para falar com ele então. Afinal, madame.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
No.
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Ok, bora lá.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
My money, the broad keep the house looking like that, so it's probably preserved. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off the back.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine.
Murder?
Celine?
Save the dramatics for RKO, pal. You got a bigger problem.
Toma acusação.
What the hell are you talking about?
Eu só prendeu.
You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry. We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Eu acho que não foi ela, mas... Eu dou conta que sim, porque ela era violenta com ela. Depois o gajo diz que ele às 11h30 não atendeu o telefone, devia estar a fazer qualquer merda. Thank you for the offer. I need.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Thanks for the offer. I need you to something about my wife. Isto é uma ameaça. Ai, Jacob. Onde é que tu calças?
Size 11s.
Ok, se calhar não foi ele então. Isto ajuda a ela igual. Ok, pode não ter sido ele porque ele calça 11 e as botas diziam lá 8. Pode não ter sido ele então. Não é lá, mas tens um peido da grande.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Tens de saber.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Fui a Bama Club. Fui a Bama Club, basicamente.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Ok, acho que bem foi ele mesmo. Porque tipo. Eu acho que ele está mesmo chocado. Não sei. Veja, ele está a deitar as cobras para cima do Batacender. Do gajo que estava a atender. Ou seja, para o Garrett Mason. Que era o que ele disse. Ok. Então quando ele pirou-se, o gajo do bar limpou-se para a gaja, né? Supostamente, pá, não sei, teorias.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, detective?
Não.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Não. Estou a fazer. Não estou bem. Isto não prova nada. Isto também não. Não, isto também não. Isto. Pá, tenho de errar, caralho.
Looks like I made a mistake.
Pá, vou dizer que ele está a dizer a verdade.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Não, mas tu combinaste com alguém para fazer uma oferta, né?
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Tem jeito para o teatro. Está aqui.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Ai caralho. Talas. É lá, mas os gajos lutam bem, foda-se.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal.
What?
Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Nós prender o Jacob. Vamos à casa
Alonzo
dos
Mendez.
elementos.
Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in.
Bora falar com o
You've
Mendes.
got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know it is.
And there's a park, mano. Ali 5 da manhã.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Já temos que ir ao último andar.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Botas. 8.
Gotta get these to Ray.
Tá sujas de
Can help place Mendez at the scene.
terra. Tá sujas de terra. Foi este gajo que a matou. Confirmado.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Foi este gajo que a matou, praticamente.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Foi este
You have the
cabrão
murder
que matou.
weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Don would begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that
Já
son of a
sei.
bitch.
Este
I'll go get our
homem
wheels.
foi ele que a matou.
Mendez, stop right there!
Como é que explicas o número do teu calçado combinar com o crime? Já foi este gajo aqui que a matou.
You don't need to do this,
O jeito que ele
Alonso!
teve, o jeito que ele teve sorte de ter um pé grande, senão já era ele o cuzão. Por isso que vale a pena ter um pé grande.
Get in and drive. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Eu fiquei preso por causa de um pau.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window,
Pauzinho
Cole.
de merda
Keep me
prendeu.
alongside his vehicle and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Isso, pá,
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
não é assim tão mal.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Hands behind your head!
Ok, prendamos o Mendes. Temos tudo que é preciso para o que dá. Quer dizer, tudo não, mas...
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled,
É
I
lá,
foresee a safe passage
este
through the
capitão
courts.
puta da voz, velho.
Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Coitado do Phelps, velho. Olhamos uma prova. Por caso 5 estrelas, é o que importa. Ok, afinal este caso não foi perfeito. Se calhar vamos ter feito perguntas ao Jacob, né? Já, porque tínhamos o objetivo para fazer perguntas ao Jacob, se calhar precisamos daquela prova. Se calhar a prova estava lá, mas pronto, se quisermos colocar 5 estrelas é o que importa. Blue Roms S Club. Aquela é a Elsa a cantar, né? Eu vou estar ali a ver. É impressão minha ou ele está interessado na Elsa? Leva uma motafá. Pá, vamos ter que deixar este caso para o próximo episódio. Pá, espero que tenham gostado deste vídeo. Se vocês gostaram, não esqueçam de deixar o vosso like. Escrevam onde vocês acharam do vídeo. Não tem nada a dizer. Até a próxima e fui.